Welcome here to Second Cup, only on WTXL.TV. I am Kellie Bartoli, and we have Alicia, Couri, our makeup artist, already hard at work here. You joined us this morning for Pinterest Party. Sticking around because you have some great advice. Of course, you know, Valentine's Day right around the corner. A lot of us have some big plans, but this is something you can carry on for a long time. We have Morgan Norwood, our producer here, stepping in. We decided you were going to get the dramatic look.
More dramatic look.
We had Amanda was here earlier. We can show her. Come up here. Let's show your face because this looks great as well. This was your subtle smoky eye that still looks pretty fabulous, and you said you feel pretty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how long did this take you to do?
About 15 minutes.
Oh. Okay,
yeah.
But you're the pro,
right.
So you know a little bit more. So now with Morgan, we're going to maybe dial it up a notch. Maybe something you don't want to typically wear walking around your workplace.
Every day.
So thank you for this.
So
So yeah, this is something, you know, we were talking earlier before, we're pretty pale. We have light hair, light skin. So this is something you really want to focus your colors on what looks best on you.
Yes, absolutely. And Morgan also has some amazing eyes. So we used a little bit of purples and more, again, bronzy tones on her eyes, and we have it winged out a little bit more and highlighted in the corner, and I was just about to do the eyeliner on top of that, so she's going to be ready for tonight.
Okay, we'll try to keep you in the morning. We'll keep you very still so you can do this eyeliner. So do you use a pencil or do you use a little shadow?
Right now I'm using the gel, the pot, and a brush, a smudging brush, and I'm just smudging it along the lash line.
And how does this maybe something a little bit better than using just a typical pencil like a lot of us use?
This glides on a lot easier. It's softer, and like I said before, it can smudge a little bit. So, and then it sets. So once it sets, it's not.
You're good. You don't have to worry about rubbing your eyes and wiping it off.
And it melting all down your face during the course of the day.
Now, people might think, I don't think I could keep my hand steady for that long.
That's why this is great, because you don't have to be that steady.
Interesting.
It's not like a liquid where, you know, you have to that brush is really tiny. This brush is a little bit fatter.
Okay.
And you just have to like go back and forth along the lash line. So if you just take it and rub it along the lash line, you don't have to be that steady.
Interesting. Now, of course, this is the dramatic look, but even Amanda, you said this is something you don't typically wear maybe this much makeup when you're going to work. How do you know maybe when it's too much?
When it's too much. If you're spending an hour in front of the mirror in the morning, it's too much.
Right.
You know,
dial it back
a little bit. For regular daytime, really, you should have 10 products.
Okay.
You need a primer and an eye primer too, because if you're using an eye primer, your makeup will last the entire day into the night.
Interesting.
So if you use an eye primer, and I love this eye primer, it's called Shadow Magnet, and it really stays on the entire day into the night. So if you're going out for the night, you can add to what you have to really enhance it instead of starting all over again.
Off and starting
because
fresh.
This will help it stay, and it also makes it waterproof. So even if you cry or sweat,
and now do you just go with typical mascara? You do 1 coat, 2 coat? What's the best?
A couple coats.
A couple of coats. Okay.
A couple of coats of mascara is good, and I use 2 different types of mascara.
Okay.
I use a volumizing and a lengthening. So you use the lengthening, that will give you a little bit more length, sometimes with fibers in it. And then you use a volumizing and you go back and forth, and that really plumps them up.
And so this is something, you know, maybe if you are going out at night, you can just do a little bit more eyeshadow, a little bit more of the mascara.
Layer. So now you're doing another layer.
Okay.
So for the day, you just sweep a color over your eyes, you put an eyeliner on and some mascara, and you're good.
And now at night, that's when you get the shimmer. And
then, fun. And then you can add stuff with a little bit more pop and a little bit more
And we're
shimmer.
winded down pretty quickly. Any other great advice you have?
Yes,
just
for your lips, because we didn't really get to talk about Morgan's lips before. When we do the lips, if you want a fuller lip, you can take a shimmer powder and just put it in your Cupid's bow right in the center there.
And there you go.
A little bit of shimmer.
And we got our 2 fabulous models and Alicia, our makeup artist. Thank you so much. We're going to make sure we link you to all of her contact information right here on WTXL.TV. Thanks for joining us here on Second Cup. We'll see you tomorrow.